Hello guys, and welcome back to this very important video. This is the 3 key systems that I use to manage my 7-figure automotive business completely remotely worldwide. And I came to this idea of this video because on one of my recent videos someone commented, how are you going to manage your physical business from Dubai when you move there? And it got me thinking about the systems that I use, and there's 3 key ones that I do. So I thought I'd give you guys some really valuable information, and you can implement these into your business to detach yourself from the everyday grind of the business and actually start to become a business owner. So who is this video for, should I say? So this is specifically for tradesmen or service-based businesses that are looking to resolve these problems. So if you're struggling to convert some of your quotes into sales, so if you're noticing that you're sending out lots of quotes but not really getting many confirmed sales, if you're taking hours to write out quotes, so if you're going home on a Monday or whatever evening and you're taking ages and ages to write out a simple quote, this is going to help you a lot. If you're losing track of customers, it happens to everybody. You get busy, you're on the tools all day, you get home, you want to go to the gym, or you want to spend time with your partner, or you've got kids or the dog, and then you start to forget what's going on with your customers and people who've inquired with you. Maybe you just jotted their number down on your phone, you forgot what they wanted to speak to you about, and you don't want to be embarrassed. You don't embarrass yourself by calling them back. Loads of these different issues. Maybe you're making mistakes on the job. So if your organization, your business is not great, if you don't know what the parts are required, if you don't know what the customer said to you about certain things. And genuinely, this is the main thing as well. If you've got no clue what's actually going on in your business, if you're kind of floating through the weeks, dilly-dallying, maybe you're working hard, but you're not seeing the results of it, and you want to get a grip on what's actually going on in your business, so you've got a very good idea at all times. So that's what the video is for. So what are you going to learn by watching this simple video? It's not going to take long. Well, number one is how to get your quoting system organized and looking professional. How to write out your quotes 100 times quicker. I can promise you that you will learn that from this video. Convert 10 times more of your quotes into sales. So if your conversion rate is very low, then this should help you a lot. Keep track of all your inquiries and customers, so you keep on track with what everybody's said to you, where they've come from, their mobile numbers, their email, everything. Reducing mistakes due to miscommunications. We know this happens all the time. People, you said this, I said that. Where's the trace? Okay, that's going to help with this. And essentially as well, with all these 3 systems, you'll start to get a grip on what's actually going on in your business. So a very key point, really. I think this would help most people overall, is to get a grip on what's actually going on. All right, so who am I and why am I qualified to tell you what I'm about to tell you? Well, I'm the owner of Cosmic Campervans. I'm a director of the Driven Landjets team in Dubai and the founder of the Trades Freedom Toolkit. That's this program down here. And as of last year, I've generated over 7 figures whilst running my business from Thailand completely remotely. I've built a thriving trades/service company, physical business with 6 full-time staff. I've managed to achieve financial and location freedom, and I've created a proven system to help tradesmen scale their businesses quickly. And this was me a few years ago, and working in the workshop, income completely attached to the amount of time I spent on the tools. Didn't know where I was coming or going, didn't know how much money I was making, losing track of customers. Everything that I've just mentioned in the previous slides, that's exactly what I was going through. That's how I was able to write this PowerPoint presentation. And this is me now living in Dubai, living it up. So let's go straight onto it. No more fluffing around the edges. Let's get into the actual software that you're going to use. Okay, so the first one that you're going to implement into your business is the quoting software. So if you're currently either sending quotes out by simple email or a little PDF template with or a text message, that's happening nowadays still, a WhatsApp message, or you're still calling people up, that needs to stop. Okay, even if you're sending them out on PDF templates, it's still not good enough anymore, because there's simple quoting software that you can use to completely transform your business. And I can tell you that this quoting software has transformed my business 100%. So the quoting software is called Quotient, and I'm going to take you to a link in it in a second. But what the key benefits of this quoting software is, it has templates. It's very easy to navigate, so everybody can get their head around it, and it's got online quote acceptance. Okay, and these are just some little screenshots I brought out from, this is the month of August, so I managed to pull in 123,000. It was actually higher than this, but at the time of the screenshot, 123,000 pounds in sales using this quoting system. And these are the kind of like the templates, what I mean by the previews of the quotes. So let's go straight into the software and I'll give you a quick overview of how this works. So pricing is very, very cheap for what this is. It's £21 a month. For most of you guys, you only need one team member. I managed with one team member in my business, even though I've got more than one. So it's very, very cheap. And here's some examples of some quotes and what they look like. And then I'll go into the actual software and how it looks. So if you were, for example, a fencing business, you can set out your whole quote to look like this. You've got your options, second option, images, sales script, so it's selling the product that you're actually going to be giving to the customer. You've got optional extras, like I said, so this affects the price at the bottom if they tick it, if you untick it. You've got predetermined text on all the quotes so that you are not doubling up your communication. So imagine if you had to tell your customers this information every single time. It saves you so much time by having this all in one place, which you just press one button, it brings it all up straight away. You've got your reviews on here, so you can see that customers have got the reviews, so the customers see them when they're actually viewing the quote. And you've got question and answers, so we can actually ask and have backwards and forwards communication in one place on the quote between you and the customer. You can attach images, and then they can accept the estimate if they wanted to. So that's just one example, okay? So that's the fencing one. Let's go to, I don't know, painting and decorating. So these are all tradesmen. You're all the same thing. So this is a great example of a quote. Now I want you to think of how much time this would save you if you could just literally click one button and that would automatically enter all this information for you. Some people, obviously, for some businesses, they will not be able to have the same quotes every single time, but it doesn't matter. If you're supplying the same thing on a regular basis, you can create that as a price item, as a template for that single one. So that means that you can easily create quotes within 10 seconds. Okay, so we've got plumbing. That's the plumbing one, for example. So we've got parts, type, location, etc. Labor, if you want to split it up, I don't recommend you do that. Job description, etc., etc. I accept the estimate. Now, I would take you into the actual software, but I've just remembered that I'm going to be putting this on YouTube, so public space, and it has all my details of my business on there. So if you do want to see the full video on how to set this up, then please just send me just follow the link in the description below where you can access the free training. We do have a free training on how to set this up completely free of charge. And if it is of interest to you, just click the link below and you can go download it straight away. I can't put it onto YouTube. It's just too much private information. Okay, so that's your quoting software. Okay, so it's fantastic. You can send quotes out within 10 seconds. You can see when they've seen the quote. There's many, many things about this that I can't just get into this short video. So if you want the full video, again, go download it. It's free of charge. All right, next one is communications. So how am I able to take phone calls from Crete? And I don't like that picture that much, but how can I take phone calls and manage my business with all the communications that come into the business on a daily basis from around the world? Well, these are the three main things that I use. Number one is Gmail. So everything that I run my business through is either through email or a phone call. Okay, don't do any messaging through social media. The only things we do is we'll take a little bit of information and literally tell them to email us. So we keep all the communications in one single place. You can see here how I have my emails organized. So we have a waiting response, FAO, my team members and management, invoices, any leads, shipping and order confirmations, warranty, and then just general save. So I have my email really nice and organized every single day. Every single day at the start of the day, I'll spend 10 minutes at the most just reorganizing to make sure there's anything that's outstanding that needs to be dealt with. And then WhatsApp, I just communicate with my team through WhatsApp. We have a WhatsApp group, and anybody I need to speak to, I call them. Very easy. And then the next one, probably the most important one, is the VoIP line. So what is a VoIP line? So let's go here. So a VoIP line is basically a landline number, which is which is basically connected to a online system. Okay, so I have an app on my phone and have an app on my computer as well. And if I call through the app, it's through an internet call, but it comes through as a landline call. So it comes through as our 01332 number. When somebody calls the premises, it goes through to the phones at work. If I want them to be diverted to me after a certain amount of rings, they come through to my mobile. But I can effectively work from my laptop and take calls as if I was in the office at my premises in Derby. So there's absolutely no difference between me being in my office in Derby or being in the office or by the pool in Crete. No difference whatsoever, okay? Except I'm not on site. That's the only thing. But it doesn't make any difference to my communications. Here's just a quick example of communications lesson. So in the TFT program, I'm going to touch on the point I mentioned earlier, is that I keep all my communications strictly through email. And here's one of the reasons I do that, okay? In today's day and age, people can contact your business via multiple different channels of communication: email, WhatsApp, social media, phone call, text message. I want to ask you, how many times have you given your personal number out to customers and they've texted you or called you on a weekend or out of hours and it's annoying? I had that all the time and had to put a stop to it because you don't have a work-life balance like that. Okay, so most people think that all these different channels of communication is a good thing. It's not. The problem is they're gonna contact you on various channels at various different times. So one day they might contact you on WhatsApp, one day they might contact you on email, and then they might do it on social media, and you might miss that message, and then they might be mistaking the job. I guarantee some of you watching this have had that happen, because I've had it happen to me many, many times. So it means that information can get lost, forgotten about, or put to the side, and that can lead to bad mix-up in the job or the service. It can also present the customer with an unprofessional brand image. If I'm contacting somebody on their mobile, does that tell me that they're a big company? No, it means they're just a one-man band. So if you want to present yourself as a larger company with a better upstanding reputation, then you should have a VoIP line. So we're not here to be friends with our customers. This is one of the things I mentioned. And we need to implement boundaries. And it also means you can switch off in the evenings if you have a VoIP line. It means you can set the phone line to close at a certain hour of the day, reopen on a Monday morning, and then you deal with your own personal stuff on the weekends. And if you want to make calls, you can still call people from the app outbound from the phone line. They just can't contact you without your permission, basically. So this is just a quick example, but this lesson hasn't been formatted yet into the PowerPoint, which we will be doing. But I just wanted to highlight that point about the communication. So these are the 3 things I use for communications in my business. Very simple. Okay, and then the CRM system, Pipedrive. Slightly bit more complicated, but if you're wanting to scale and you want to maintain records of all your customers, which you should be doing, because otherwise it's very easy to forget about what people have said, where they've come from, their contact details. If you're just scribbling customers' details down in a pen and paper on a notepad or on your notes on your phone, or you're just saving the numbers in your phone, that's not sufficient. It's not scalable, and I guarantee you're probably losing out on quite a bit of money by lost leads. So you need somewhere to store all of this information in there for you, which is the CRM system. So Pipedrive, I can't go into here again because of data protection, but you can see how many leads we have in our system. Okay, so these are all customers that have contacted us, and that goes on for forever, as you can see. They're all in a different stage of the pipeline. So if you imagine if I had to keep track of all these people, there's a total of 686 people in here, okay? And that's just from the last 2-3 months. Other people have been removed. It goes on and on and on. So if I tried to keep a hold of all those people, keep on the ball with them, it wouldn't be possible. I'd be losing money. The Pipedrive helps you to do that, okay? It aids you in being able to keep on top of the customer contact. So this is one of the things we go through in the Trades Freedom Toolkit as well, is how to set this up and why it's important, and how it will certainly 100% increase your revenue and your profit in turn. So CRM system, you definitely need it. So that's the main 3 key system: quoting system, communications, Gmail, WhatsApp, and the VoIP system, and then the CRM system, Pipedrive. Through these 3 systems, I'm able to completely manage my end of my tasks in my business completely from around the world. I'm sat in Dubai right now, so it's completely possible. I've done it for over a year now. Okay, and final closing points. If you are a tradesman and you want to go through this process, if you want to live a life like this, you want to be able to move around the world, you want to manage your business remotely, you want to make good money, you want to achieve freedom, then this is the program for you. This is exactly everything I've learned and everything I'm still learning to this day, still improving and adding to the course. It's the Trades Freedom Toolkit. You go through the accelerate process, organize process, expand process. And this is not a get-rich-quick scheme. This is showing you guys how to correctly structure your business, how to get more leads in the door, and how to organize your whole business correctly so that you know exactly what's going on at all times, and you're not just a headless chicken running around thinking that you're making money when you're not actually making any money. You're just a busy fool, okay? Because that's where I was 3 years ago. I can teach you how to get out of that position. And just a quick show. So we've got the lead conversion blueprint, sales excellence framework, and brand authority builder. So this is all about accelerating and getting the leads in the door, showing you how to build a consistent pipeline. All of these sections here have got 4 or 5 lessons in them. So much value. Then we go to the business organization part. So how do we organize and structure your business correctly so you know how much money you're making, how to run your weekly routine, how to communicate with your team, how to communicate with customers, how to automate a lot of your tasks so your admin is severely reduced. So you're freeing up your time massively. If you want to have a day off a week, you can do. And then we've got the expansion phase, which is the last phase, which is how to hire, delegate, and create a team so that you can then eventually organize the jobs if you wanted to, or stay on the tools and get somebody else to do all the admin for you. There's different ways about doing this. On top of all this, you obviously get the community aspect as well. So we've got monthly calls with myself, bi-weekly calls with other people, whatever we need to do to get you along that process, you can let us know, but we have coaching calls included in the program. All right, and that's it, boys. Get to work. Simple as that. No point watching these videos if you don't implement any of the things that you've learned. Okay, that's the difference between someone who's going to become a business owner or someone who's going to just stay stagnant. You can watch all the videos in the world, but if you don't actually implement your learnings, it's just useless. You just wasted 20 minutes of your time. Okay, so if you want to, you can go ahead yourself. You can implement those 3 different key pieces of software that I've shown you what to do with basically. But if you want guidance, you want help, you can drop me a message. You can book a call with me free of charge. We can set out a completely detailed strategy session. Alternatively, if you want access to the free quoting software training, you can click that in the link below and we'll send that to you straight away. But I do advise that if you do have time, just spend half an hour with me on the phone on a Zoom call and we can go through your specific problems and how Trades Freedom Toolkit can help you if we can. We can't help everybody, but if we can, we'd love to help you set out a very detailed strategy for you to scale your business. Okay, thanks for watching, guys, and see you on the next one. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to see more of this kind of content.